everyone. I'm going to show you today 5 little drills to work on leg drive and hip snap. So the first one is just doing yakuzuki, but we're going to break it down. So we're going to start with yakuzuki showman stance, going into maximum pressure to the back leg, starting from the floor, driving, and then punching. Just to get the sequencing, the kinetic chain from the floor to the punch kind of ingrained in your body. The next is to work on the actual speed of the leg drive and hip snap. So we're going to isolate it without doing the punch itself. So we're just working on driving that leg, driving that hip. So it looks like this. And then, of course, we're going to put it all together. And then to test your connectivity and how you can coordinate those things, just doing like 3 in a row, pretty fast. So they were a little bit shorter than the isolated full range motions because you're doing it in repetition and in sequence. So, but you're still trying to get that leg drive and the hip snap going while compromising a little bit on the range of motion. So that looks like this. So I hope that makes sense. The next thing is working on it from a little bit more challenging position, which is a stepping punch. So again, we're going to kind of break it down. This part getting to here and then getting to there. So we're going to start from the middle. Already have a low stance, so you've loaded your driving leg. This foot comes out, and then we step and punch. We're just going to do that a few times to get that kind of ingrained sequence in your body. And then, of course, speed it up and try to really concentrate on driving this hip and this leg. So now we don't have the rotation, we have pure drive. Then from the other side. And then, of course, you can break it into the full step, which is much more challenging, right? But we've got this, and then we're going to try to get that same feeling on the second half of the step. But, of course, it has to be a seamless movement. The other side. All right. So stepping punch. One of our most basic techniques, but one of the most difficult to actually coordinate the kinetic chain and get it all coordinated, at least in my opinion. Okay, next one is using that hip snap in our blocks, right? So this little drill I picked up from Sensei Rick Houghton. He does it much better than I do, but I'll try to demonstrate as best I can. So we're starting from showman, and we're going to do age-uke, soto-uke, uchi-udi-uke, gedan-barai, and then yakuzuki. Kind of start out slow, again working on full hip rotation, full leg drive, and then speed it up and try to keep that coordination and the drive and snap while going with a little bit of speed, okay? So we start a little bit slower just to get, again, the sequence, making sure we get full coordinated rotation and drive, and gradually speed it up. And of course we want to do the other side. We'll shorten that up a little bit. All right, get that idea going. And then the next one is a kibidachi stance, and we're going to work on driving the rotation inside and then outside. So first, we're going to double punch and then just twist. So you're driving from this leg using your internal body to twist into 45 degrees. So again, working on your core muscles. And then of course split the sides. And then now we're going to work on actual shifting. So there's two ways to do this. The most efficient way is to rotate on the balls of your feet. Boom. The other way is to rotate on your heels. The heels gives you a little bit more length, but it's slower. You don't get quite as much snap. Right, so depending on what you're trying to accomplish. If you need more distance, you can do it one way. If you need more speed and snap, you do it the other way. Right, so we start out here. I picked up this drill from Sensei Steve Ubel. I don't know if either of those guys invented these drills, but that's where I learned them. Right? So we start out the same way, the double punch. And then we spin into those 45 degrees. Come back. And of course do the other side, pardon me. I think I did that one. Pardon me while I tie my gi. Maybe I'll cut that out when I post this, but we'll see. And then the last one is just a little combination that I saw Sensei John Mullen do a couple of weeks ago on Facebook. He posted, and I thought it was really kind of a cool combination. Not necessarily that practical as far as a actually offensive combination necessarily, but it's a really good dynamic stepping punch, kicking combination that you can work on hip snap and leg drop. So it just starts out with Kazamizuki, Yakuzuki, then doing cross punch, and then ending up with Kazamizuki, Yakuzuki. Okay, so we're here. We're really going to work on the hip snap. Right. Just to get that all coordinated into movements in application. And thank you very much.